The warm weather is back this weekend, but so are the storm chances. We're timing out when you'll need that umbrella. And closing in on 1,000 deaths as Wisconsin approaches a grim new milestone, we'll tell you about one promising sign about the road ahead from right here in our state.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's August 8th. I'm Christina Laurie.
And I'm Dana Fulton, filling in for Chris Reese this morning, just because I felt like waking up early, really.
Fun, yeah. Doesn't everyone? Everyone loves waking up this early.
On a Saturday, yes. No, this is wonderful. It's been a really great morning so far. Sun's starting to come up.
Yeah, and I'm going to let you get to your forecast in a second, but we're doing a new thing on Saturdays. We always try to start the morning with a positive story to get, get some good news, get people smiling to start their weekend. So for this one, we're going to head out to the Alliant Energy Center, where vendors and customers are getting ready for the return of the in-person walk-up market. Now, this latest iteration of the ever-evolving market kicked off last weekend, but market organizers say the response from both vendors and customers was so positive it will likely continue for the rest of market season. So here are a few things to know before you go. The drive-through market still happening until 9 o'clock. Customers on foot aren't allowed until after that ends, and then the walk-through is scheduled from 9:30 until 1. The best time to go, though, after 11 a.m. That's when crowds start to thin out, but vendors still have a good supply of their products available. You can find out more about the market's new safety policies on its website, dcfm.org. And this morning, I know it's going to be hot, Dina, but it's going to be a good market to get outside.
I would say so, yes. Even right now, we're starting to get, of course, all that sunlight coming through. Here's a live look at downtown with our Edgewater sky cam. Temperature-wise, it's still comfortable outside. We're not too warm just yet. At 70 degrees right now in Madison, dew points creeping up to the low 60s with a breeze coming from the south at 14 miles per hour. We're at 72 in Janesville, about 68 in Mineral Point right now. Compared to this time yesterday, it's already a little warmer outside, and that's going to be the trend as we head through the rest of the afternoon. High temperatures will be in the middle to upper 80s. Dew points will be in the 70s. That means our heat index readings will be in the low 90s. There's a slight chance for some showers and thunderstorms later today, but the better opportunity for showers and storms will develop for Sunday afternoon and evening. Plenty of dry hours mixed in there for this weekend, but we will be keeping a close eye on the radar, especially for tomorrow afternoon, but I'll look closer at that timing in just a little bit.
Much needed rain for local farmers, too.
Yes, ground's very dry right now, kind of cracking in the soil a little bit, so some water would be good.
Yeah, thanks, Dana. We'll check in just a second. Topping this weekend's headlines, Wisconsin is nearing the 1,000 death mark after recording more than 1,000 new cases of the virus in the past 24 hours. The total number of cases is now more than 59,000. There were also a dozen more deaths reported in the past day. Nationwide, the U.S. is approaching 5 million confirmed COVID cases, which is about 1 in every 4 cases worldwide. Overnight, California became the third state with more than 10,000 COVID deaths, after New York and New Jersey. New York's transmission rate has fallen so drastically that Governor Andrew Cuomo now says schools will be allowed to reopen for in-person classes this fall. But now the U.S. Surgeon General is warning that until there's a vaccine, hand washing, social distancing, and masks are the only ways to avoid more restrictions.
The metrics are starting to trend in a bad direction, but we still have time to turn it around.
A new Gallup poll finds most Americans say they routinely wear masks when inside, but less than half say they wear them outside when they can't socially distance. Staying safe might be a challenge this weekend in Sturgis, South Dakota. Up to 250,000 bikers are expected to attend the small city's 80th annual motorcycle rally. These climbing case numbers come as a new list finds the U.S. is one of the worst performing countries at dealing with the pandemic. Foreign Policy magazine released the COVID-19 Global Response Index, and out of 36 countries, the U.S. landed in 31st place. New Zealand came in at the top of the index, with China at the bottom. A projection from the University of Washington now estimates 300,000 Americans will die from COVID-19 by the beginning of December. That's almost twice the number of deaths we have right now. If mandates get stricter before then, we could save around 60,000 of those lives, but if mandates are loosened, we could add 90,000 more. This model is one of the most cited by the Trump administration. If it holds true, the coronavirus would be the third leading cause of death for the U.S. in 2020. A new COVID-19 test created right here in Madison could prove to be life-saving as we move forward. For this test, nurses just need your spit and can give you results in a matter of hours. Right now, the saliva test isn't accurate enough to be a diagnostic test. That means positive results still have to be confirmed by a swab test. But scientists say it is still a helpful way to detect the virus in the most contagious of patients. The hope is to eventually use this type of testing at workplaces and schools a couple times a week to screen people who might not know they're sick. Face masks are one of the ways scientists agree we can all keep each other safe. And this weekend, a reminder that everyone is required to wear one, not a face shield, while in public. And there's good reason for that. Medical experts say face shields aren't sufficient in slowing the spread of COVID-19. The virus spreads through really small droplets that can easily get around the open sides and bottom of face shields. When worn with masks, shields can provide some extra protection, but experts say you should prioritize wearing a mask first. The CDC doesn't recommend face shields either. So if you still need a mask, a local business is stepping up to make sure anyone who needs one can get one. Back in March, Andrew Holland saw the country was facing a PPE shortage. So when he was able to reopen his company, Wisconsin Medical Supplies, back in May, he made sure to prioritize making affordable masks.
Our goal in starting the company was to make sure that anybody that wanted to get personal protective equipment could at an affordable price.
And he's really done that. Wisconsin Medical Supplies has significantly increased production of surgical masks. Right now, Holland says the company is making about 250,000 of those per week. The masks run about 65 cents a piece with a box of 50, priced around $30. You can buy them on the company's website. A reminder to schedule those back-to-school doctor appointments, especially if your family hasn't been there in a while and even if your kids won't be starting the school year in person. The CDC says it is important kids stay on schedule with their vaccines and catch up if they need to. It cites a big drop in the number of children getting vaccines on time after a national emergency was declared in March. During that time, a lot of visits to the doctor's office that weren't urgent were canceled, meaning thousands of kids fell behind on getting their vaccines. At one point, 3 in 4 kids weren't getting the shots they needed. If you're concerned about safety, many doctors are now scheduling sick visits in separate locations and at separate times than routine wellness checkups. If you notice a larger than usual bill after your trip to the grocery store this weekend, you're not alone. Recent price hikes aren't just because people are buying more, they're because of disruptions to the supply chain. These are creating scarcities and driving up prices. The meat industry has been hit especially hard. From February until June, prices went up nearly 11% for poultry and spiked at 20% for veal and beef. The price of eggs, vegetables, and cereal are all up as well. If you're like me, this is one of the worst stories of the morning. Don't expect to find fully stocked shelves of Clorox wipes this weekend or any time before the end of the year. Clorox says it will likely still be hard to find its disinfectant wipes well into 2021. The company says it's aggressively ramped up production, but that still isn't enough to keep up with skyrocketing demand. Clorox makes 45% of the country's cleaning wipes. The company's incoming CEO says as COVID continues to this fall, on top of upcoming cold and flu season, it will now take a year to make enough wipes to meet customer demand. In the meantime, you'll probably want to try an alternative. The EPA is out with a list of the best products that kill COVID-19. Dozens of options made the list, including Clorox bleach, OxyClean, and a number of Lysol disinfectant sprays. You can find a link to the full list up on our website, channel3000.com. It's 8:08 this morning. You have another chance to get a taste of this year's Wisconsin State Fair as a fan favorite at Wisconsin Classic hits the drive-thru menu this weekend. And we'll tell you the best time to make your outdoor dinner plans with several storm chances in the forecast for both today and tomorrow. Dana is in this morning. She'll have the full forecast right after this.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
You're strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. So if you haven't tried Botox for your chronic migraine, check with your doctor if Botox is right for you and if samples are available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
95% of patients may pay as little as $0 for Botox, so text to see how you can save. Botox has been preventing headaches and migraines before they even start for 10 years. So ask your doctor about Botox today.
These deals are amazing.
I know. How do we get them?
Okay, we have to be very subtle about asking, like this.
Like this?
No, like this.
Actually, you don't have to do any of that. We have great deals for everyone.
Even without the...
You would have gotten it anyway.
Cool.
If you've forgotten what a fair deal sounds like, let us remind you. Switch to US Cellular and get $700 off the latest smartphones with no activation fee. US Cellular. Upgrade to fair.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back. It's the third weekend of drive-through service at the Wisconsin State Fairgrounds, and this week vendors are serving up a statewide favorite. It's not the fair without cream puffs. We are the dairy state after all. You can get your lemonade, cheese curds, and other deep-fried foods on a stick, of course. The drive-through is open from 11 until 8 today and 11 until 6 tomorrow. A reminder to enter through Gate 9 at South 76th Street and West Pierce. Fair officials have a printable map posted on their website, and good news, cream puffs are heading our way this week. Festival Foods will be selling them over in Verona, so you can get a taste of those. Dana, up for a trip? You're not into sweets.
I'm not really into sweet, but lemonade shake-ups, plenty of the yummy savory foods, anything deep fried I can do. We were talking about deep fried Twinkies earlier. I know it's not really up my alley, but like funnel cakes, that sounds great. That sounds fine. And again, the shake-ups sound really good. Today it's going to feel very fair-like outside. Very summery, warm, humid, and a small chance for an isolated shower or storm later this afternoon. You wouldn't guess it right now though, looking with our WIC TV Skycam, partly sunny skies, a really pleasant start to the morning. We're in a pretty comfortable spot. High pressure has moved a little further east, so now that we're on the backside of it, our breeze is coming from the south. That warmer air is moving in, and our temperatures each day have been increasing a few degrees, and now we're looking at kind of the peak this weekend with temps in the mid to upper 80s. Showers right now to the north, but these are going to continue to push southeast, so we could see some storms around Green Bay, but our main rain chance is likely going to be more of a tomorrow afternoon, evening, and overnight into Monday. So partly sunny right now. This afternoon, temperatures will be climbing to the mid to upper 80s for afternoon highs. We'll stay partly sunny through the afternoon. Much of the storm chance today is going to stay north of the Dells. Overnight, likely going to see a few showers north of the Dells as well. Now for Sunday, we'll stay partly sunny. Another very warm and humid day with temperatures only dropping to about 70 for our only overnight lows. So a warm start to the day, and then in the afternoon, high temperatures will be in the mid 80s. Here's a look at that storm chance developing later in the the day, showers passing through. We won't see a lot of rain accumulation. Those storms that start to trail each other, if we see a few isolated heavy downpours, that's when we could see our accumulation totals pick up a little bit. But most of the area will be hovering right around a half of an inch or so of rain coming through for late Sunday. Overnight, we'll still have storms coming through into Monday morning. Now, we do have a marginal risk for severe weather for southern Wisconsin. Areas to the north under a slight risk, as they'll be likely seeing those storms during the heat of the day. And the heat of the day giving just a little more fuel to have some stronger thunderstorms passing through. Our temperature trend, very likely we will be staying above average, looking 6 to 10 days out. Right now, lake temperatures are in the 70s. If you are trying to get out on the lake today, of course, recommend checking your radar first, even though there is just a slight chance for a storm to pass through. With those partly sunny skies, tomorrow a better opportunity again for those storms. With high temperatures tomorrow close to 87, heat index readings will be in the lower 90s. There will be a chance for showers and thunderstorms for Monday. Highs will be in the mid-80s. Tuesday and Wednesday will be the dry days for the week. Partly sunny skies, highs in the lower 80s, and then more chances for showers and thunderstorms developing by the end of the week and for next weekend. So again, a very summery stretch for the next 10 days. We'll stay above average, we'll stay warm, we'll stay a little humid, and a few storms mixed in there as well.
Finally, the summer weather returning, though. We get such few days of summer here in Wisconsin.
I liked the cool down that we had earlier this week. The fall-like drop was a reminder of what to come, but you're right. Summer is short, summer is brief, so.
I like fall, too, but fall is for the fall.
Fall is for the fall. It is August. That's fair.
Profound words. Thanks, Dana. The Brewers are still hunting for their first win at Miller Park after a tough loss to the Reds overnight. The odds were in their favor heading into the game. The Reds have struggled to score lately. They entered having not scored a run in 23 innings. The streak got to 24, but the Reds ended it in a big way, scoring 6 in the second, 3 of them from Matt Davidson with 1 swing. Fast forward now to the 8th. It's 8-1. And you saw right there, Christian Yelich takes out some of his frustration. His 3rd homer of the season. Remember, he's got just 5 hits. Brewers fall 8-3. First pitch tonight is at 6:10. It took the Bucks 2 games longer than they probably would have liked to clinch the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but they did it for the 2nd season in a row. So now we can start looking at who's their biggest challenge. Is it the Raptors, the Heat? What about the Celtics? If you ask Giannis, the answer is none of the above. The MVP says the Bucks' biggest challenge to get to the finals is themselves.
Probably the biggest challenge for us is ourselves. You know, it's how we gonna play, how hard we gonna play, are we gonna play for one another, are we gonna defend hard, are we gonna be able to rebound the ball, are we gonna make that extra effort, are we gonna dive on the floor? It's all about us. It's all about us.
The Bucks will play the Mavs tonight at 7:30, and don't forget that before that, you can catch Forward Madison's match against Richmond on TVW at 5:30. The Flamingos are looking for their first win of the season. The Bucks, as I mentioned, will play the Mavs tonight at 7:30. I don't know why I wrote that again. New, old, or coming soon. There's something for everyone streaming this weekend. We'll share a few of the best, including Will Loper's picks, trending news, right after this on News 3 Now This Morning, Saturday.
Like you, my hands are everything to me. But I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, and it got to the point where things I took for granted got tougher to do. Thought surgery was my only option. Turns out, I was wrong. So when a hand specialist told me about non-surgical treatments, it was a total game changer. Like you, my hands have a lot more to do. Learn more at faxonhand.com today.
Thinking about your financial plan? So are we. Prudential helps 25 million people with their financial needs. With over 90 years of investment experience, our thousands of financial professionals can help. Go to Prudential.com or talk to an advisor.
Dreaming of custom furniture, but you think high prices, sales pressure, and waiting for months and months? Come to Slumberland and design your way. Quick and easy, with no extra cost. First, pick your piece. Lots of styles, clearly marked. Next, pick your fabric. There's no extra charge here. Then, get it quick. Our orders are made fast. Plus, all custom furniture is on sale. Design your way, only at Slumberland Furniture.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
She was the most welcoming person you could ever imagine. Her home was the safe place. It was difficult to comprehend how quickly everything kind of spiraled downwards. We didn't even know that she had COVID till a week later in her passing. The president made a huge mistake in downplaying this virus. There was a lack of leadership, a lack of responsibility, and the lack of resources. I felt like our elderly have not been a priority for this administration, that they don't matter. And I feel like my grandmother didn't matter. The last time I saw my grandmother, we weren't going to be allowed in the hospital. We asked if we could video chat her, and everyone could say a little something. We gathered as a family, we prayed. But the fact that she was alone, it just breaks my heart.
This right here is the most delicious way to turn any person into a morning person.
Enjoy a $2 savory sausage McMuffin with hash browns or a $2 sausage biscuit with hash browns.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This summer, get back to where you belong, along 60 miles of beautiful wide-open beaches, where family vacations have never been so much fun. With every sunrise and each high tide, the beach is calling you to raise your spirits, make you smile, and bring your family closer together. So stop dreaming and start booking, because we can't wait for you to get here. Visit Myrtle Beach and discover why happiness comes in waves.
Time for a look at what's trending this morning. CBS All Access is giving you more shows than ever before to binge at home. The streaming service is adding more than 3,500 episodes of shows from BET, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and the Smithsonian Channel to its service over the next couple of months. New exclusive series have also been added to the lineup, including the SpongeBob SquarePants spinoff called Camp Coral, which premieres in January. Jeff Daniels is transforming into former FBI Director James Comey for the upcoming miniseries called The Comey Rule.
I have looked at this from every angle. They're all terrible. We're steaming towards an iceberg.
The two-part miniseries is based on Comey's best-selling book recounting his time working with President Trump. The Comey Rule premieres on Showtime this September.
Is this not the most amazing camp you have ever seen?
Netflix is giving us a preview of the upcoming animated series Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. I hope I'm saying that right. Set on the other side of the famous Jurassic Park island, the show follows a group of 6 teenagers chosen for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But when dinosaurs begin to wreak havoc, the group will have to band together to survive. The 8-episode series starts streaming September 8th. That's the same day Ratchet is also debuting on the streaming site, and this morning we're getting a chilling first look. The series is a prequel to the 1975 Best Picture winning film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Sarah Paulson stars as the nurse who eventually becomes one of the most iconic screen villains of all time. Again, the series premieres on September 18th. And from one classic to another, one of Hollywood's most iconic films is celebrating a milestone this month. Sunset Boulevard was released 70 years ago this August. The Oscar-winning picture follows the aging silent film queen Norma Desmond and is one of the American Film Institute's top 20 greatest films of all time. Sunset Boulevard is available now on digital and streaming platforms. Old, new, or coming soon, there's no shortage of films and shows to watch. This weekend, here are Will Loper's picks in 3 Things to Watch.
Shall I tell you a story? New on Premium VOD is the film The Secret Garden.
If you cause me trouble, I'll have you sent away in an instant. You understand?
But he discovered something magical. This is no less than the 5th film adaptation of the 1911 novel involving an orphan girl sent to live with her uncle, played by Colin Firth this time around. I'm trying to tell you. I know of a magical place, capable of extraordinary things. I'd say that you were lying. Do you trust me? You know what you risk? It's worth the risk. Magic is on our side. The Secret Garden can be rented on VOD services for $19.99.
That's
a lyricist. The last great place to do musicals is in animation.
Newly streaming on Disney Plus this week is the documentary Howard.
The stuff that was coming out of Howard's pen lyrically was just unbelievable. It's quiet, you know what I mean?
It's a quiet village.
Yeah.
The film tells the story of Howard Ashman, who wrote the lyrics for songs in such Disney films as The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin.
In animation history and in musical history, Howard's mark is indelible. Howard's gift was so strong and his light was so bright that it has not diminished over the years.
Howard is available to stream on Disney Plus now.
Ready to stand.
When I first came to the boss's farm, it was a whole new world to me. Everyone here seemed to know their place. The boss and his wife, the sheepdogs, the sheep. Now I just have to figure out where I fit in.
Finally, this week marks the 25-year anniversary of Babe.
I'm not sure if you realize how much the other animals are laughing at you for this sheepdog business.
If it's not a duck that thinks it's a rooster, it's a pig that thinks it's a dog.
The film follows the story of the pig who shows he's capable of extraordinary things, touching the lives of both humans and animals he meets.
All a nice little pig like you need to is ask.
Thanks very much. It was very kind of a pleasure. What a nice little pig.
1995's Babe is available to rent or buy everywhere now.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Happy watching. Those are the 3 things you need to watch, and this is Will Loper for News 3 Now this morning.
Thank you, Will. We have 2 more movie updates to pass along. This week, Disney announced it's finally releasing the live-action Mulan, but not in American theaters. The repeatedly delayed film will premiere September 4th on Disney Plus as a premium rental. That means viewers will have to pay $29.99 on top of their monthly subscription fee. And the 1987 hit Dirty Dancing is getting a sequel. Last month, Lionsgate Studios shared that Jennifer Grey will star and executive produce an untitled dance movie. This week, the CEO confirmed that, yes, that is a Dirty Dancing sequel. He promises the new film will be exactly the kind of romantic, nostalgic movie the franchise's fans have been waiting for. It's 8:26 this morning. Today is your last chance to vote absentee before Tuesday's primary election and help choose who will be on the ballot this November. Plus, biding his time. We still don't know who will join Biden on the ballot this fall, but whoever he picks, she will make history. Campaign 2020 headlines are right after this.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 15 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota.
I really like the fact that it was made in the USA. I think that USA products are a better quality product. I've tried a lot of other pillows and nothing's worked like MyPillow.
I'm interrupting this commercial right now to give you deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but also my mattress toppers, sheets, and so much more. For example, you can get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
I used to think that sheets were just sheets. I got the Giza Dream sheets. They are the most comfortable sheets I've ever had.
The Go Anywhere pillow is so easy to just roll up and take anywhere I want to go.
Go Anywhere pillow is really comfortable, so that's what I really like. It's nice and supportive and it's nice and small.
The MyPillow topper, for the first time, has enabled me to have a cool night's sleep. I'm able to go to bed and just get rest.
That's 3 inches of wonderful that's in the MyPillow mattress topper. It's just like a firm cloud.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
Go to MyPillow.com to get deep discounts, not just on my pillows, but so much more. For example, you get body pillows regularly $89.99, now only $29.99, or MyPillow dog beds for as low as $19.99 with your promo code.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
I have the power to lower my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin, and Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Once weekly Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. It starts acting from the first dose, and it lowers risk of heart attack, stroke, or death in people with known heart disease or multiple risk factors.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, belly pain, and decreased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. We're committed to helping ensure Trulicity is available and affordable. Learn more at Trulicity.com.
This is News 3 Now This Morning.
Hi, welcome back, everyone. It's August 8th, Saturday morning. I'm Christina Laurie. Today is your last chance to vote early in person here in Madison. This service is available at the clerk's office for both drive-up and walk-up voters. Make sure and bring your ID. You'll only be given an envelope to fill out after someone checks that ID. Early voting is for the upcoming partisan primary election scheduled for this Tuesday. That election will help determine many of the candidates who will be on the ballot this November. Right now, there's still a big blank space next to the name of Joe Biden. Any day now, we're expecting the presumptive Democratic nominee to make his choice. Nearly a dozen women, and only women, are being considered for the job. Ed O'Keefe takes a look at this historic moment.
In 1984, Geraldine Ferraro was the first woman asked to run for vice president on a major party ticket, alongside Democrat Walter Mondale.
The issue is not what America can do for women, but what women can do for America.
In 2008, Republican John McCain chose Sarah Palin as his partner.
Hockey moms, you know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
Neither woman became vice president, but this year could be different.
In 1984, that woman was too new. In 2008, that woman was too inexperienced. The question heading into November for voters is third time a charm, or is it going to be three strikes and out for that woman?
In March, Joe Biden made an unexpected pledge.
I commit that I will, in fact, I'll pick a woman to be vice president.
That set off a first-of-its-kind scramble, putting all the focus on about a dozen female mayors, governors, lawmakers, and national security officials. Betsy Fisher Martin is executive director of the Women in Politics Institute at American University. She warns there are drawbacks to the way Biden is running his search.
I don't necessarily think it's a healthy process to elevate a dozen or so women to be considered and then spend the next 2 months picking them apart.
How are these women being scrutinized differently than men?
The penalizing punches that are coming their way are so far having to do with things like they're too ambitious, they are too engaged in national politics, they are too willing to attack, and my personal favorite, they have a propensity for cursing. Since when have any of those attributes ever been held against male candidates?
Though he'll be the third man to put a woman on the ticket, Biden could make history in another way.
This would be a game changer for women of color. No black woman has ever been governor, but they could potentially be a vice president.
The former vice president's wife, Jill, who's considered to be his closest advisor, was asked on Tuesday where he is on picking a running mate. She said, quote, "He's close." Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Washington.
This week, CBS News reported Biden and his running mate will no longer travel to Milwaukee to formally accept their nominations for president and vice president. Now there is a renewed push to have Milwaukee city and business leaders try to land the event in 2024. Milwaukee was able to beat out major cities like Houston and Miami to host this year's convention, and some believe that has helped build the city's profile. But the political landscape and significance of the state of Wisconsin may look different in 4 years and may put other states ahead in consideration for hosting. Multiple challenges have been filed against rapper Kanye West's bid to get on the November ballot in Wisconsin. According to documents, the challengers say his name should not be on the ballot for multiple reasons. He failed to include his real address, and he didn't meet the filing deadline. State Democrats have blamed Republicans and Trump operatives of helping West get on the ballot. Attorney Lane Rowland, who works for President Trump, submitted the papers earlier this week here in Madison. The other big news of the day, storms rolling into southern Wisconsin. Dana is in for Chris this morning, tracking those for us. Hey, Dana.
So right now, we just have a slight chance for today. The bigger storm chance really coming in for tomorrow. Partly sunny skies currently as we take a look downtown with our Edgewater Skycam. Temperature-wise, we're at 70 degrees, so very warm already with dew points in the low 60s. So starting to see our humidity become a bigger factor. It's certainly going to feel muggy later on this afternoon, and that could lead again to a few isolated showers and thunderstorms for later this afternoon. Temperatures again, 70 in Madison, 72 in Janesville, about 73 in Boscoville right now. And compared to this time yesterday, it's a bit of a jump. We're about a 9-degree jump for Janesville and in Boscoville. Now, we are going to see the chance for showers and thunderstorms again for mostly Sunday afternoon and evening. Plenty of dry hours expected for Sunday. There's still that slight chance later today. Dew points in the 70s for this afternoon, so it's going to feel humid outside, and high temperatures will be in the middle to upper 80s, so a little warm for our weekend forecast. Thankfully, right now, as far as traffic's concerned, if you're trying to get out and about early in the morning, all is smooth, even downtown Madison. A few slow and go spots, but no big hiccups. We'll take a closer look at some timing with the rain in just a little bit. Christina?
Thank you, Dana. Local distilleries have been producing hand sanitizer since the shortage began at the beginning of the pandemic, but now some of that demand is drying up. While local distilleries say they gave a lot of it away to help the community and sold enough to keep their lights on, it did help them get through the toughest part of the pandemic when normal sales were down. Now places like Old Sugar Distillery in downtown Madison say spirit sales are up again. At the same time, they're able to reopen their patio to cocktail sales on weekends. Before that, they say the hand sanitizer helped them hang on and figure out what to do next.
Oh, at first it was gangbusters. We sold, 3-4 pallets of it, and now that's just slowed down a little bit. So now it's going out, but not as fast as it was in the beginning.
Other distilleries, including Yahara Bay and State Line Distillery, haven't been able to reopen their tasting rooms to the public just yet. Step Aside State Farm, a group of local businesses are teaming up to show what it really means to be a good neighbor. Next, find out how you can get involved with the new program and for less than $10, help feed hungry families and make a difference right here in Wisconsin.
This is our moment to build a new American economy for our families and for our communities. When we spend taxpayers' money, we should use it to buy American products and support American jobs. It's time to help small businesses. We'll purchase clean energy technologies to fight climate change and enhance national security. We have to invest in what the jobs and industries of tomorrow are going to be. We have a great opportunity to build back and build back better. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with type 2 diabetes like Emily lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
Here's your A1C.
Oh, my A1C is under 7.
And you may lose weight. Adults who took Ozempic lost on average up to 12 pounds.
I lost almost 12 pounds. Oh!
For those also with known heart disease, Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as heart attack, stroke, or death.
It lowers the risk.
Oh?
And I only have to take it once a week.
Oh.
Ozempic is not for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not share needles or pens. Don't reuse needles. Do not take Ozempic if you have a personal or family history of medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Ozempic. Stop taking Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Tell your doctor if you have diabetic retinopathy or vision changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Common side effects are nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and constipation. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping me reach my blood sugar goal.
You may pay as little as $25 for a 1-month or 3-month prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
Dealing with the challenges of learning at home.
The biggest threat is engagement.
Advice for parents and kids facing virtual learning this school year.
We have to work as a team or the whole place falls apart.
From an experienced homeschooling household. Monday on News 3 Now this morning. They put their blood, sweat, and tears into raising prized livestock. So News 3 Now's not letting this year's county fair cancellations spoil the show. 4-H kids step into the ring for our blue ribbon judges during Fair Week, starting Monday on Live at 4.
Right now, a group of Madison bakers are banding together to help feed families in need. It's part of a program called Neighbor Loaves, where they make and donate bread for food insecure families here in Madison and all across the state and the Midwest. Andrew Hutchison, owner of Madison Sourdough, is one of the bakers involved, and he joins us this morning. Good morning, Andrew. Thanks for talking to us.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
So you've been involved with Madison Sourdough for a long time. You started there all the way back in 2006. Why is it important for you to be connected to the community through programs like this?
I think it's always helpful to give something back, obviously. We've got a super loyal following in Madison, and food insecurity has always been a thing for bakeries in general. We've always donated loaves to food pantries. And for a program like this, it really came about because there was a shortage of breads going to food pantries because people had bought everything in grocery stores for about a 1-month period. So there was a huge shortage, and the food banks were really struggling to provide enough food for people who were really in need of it.
Yes, as you mentioned, there was that shortage. Then there was increased demand as well. And now people are continuing to need help. So what exactly is your program, and can any of us at home help?
Absolutely. So the Neighbor Loaves program is designed to help support local bakers by purchasing loaves. Well, the customers can purchase the loaves, and then in turn, we've committed to using locally grown and locally milled flours for the loaves. And so we're in turn supporting other small businesses down the supply chain. And the idea is, I think in this pandemic, a lot of people are struggling to figure out how they can help, especially from a socially distanced role. And this is one way that people can simply purchase a loaf. For us, you can do it through our website, and other bakeries have it set up in different ways. But basically, you can purchase a loaf for $6.50, and then we will in turn produce that and deliver it to a local food pantry.
Andrew, how does it make you feel to be involved in a program like this? I know it's a tough time to be a business owner here in Madison, too. We've had kind of an onslaught of first the pandemic, then there's protests and riots, and it is a challenging time to be a business owner. So how have you been doing through all of this?
Well, I think businesses have a critical role to play. We have the capacity to provide something like food. I think it's I've always viewed, especially making bread, as it being a really important role in society. What we do tends to be a little bit on the higher end artisanal product. And one of the things we're always kind of talking about is how we can get our bread into the homes of people who might think that they might not be able to afford it or one thing or another. We think we make really delicious bread, but really nutritious bread. And so being able to get that into the homes of people who perhaps wouldn't otherwise have it is really special. And that's really, we're able to do that because of the support of customers who want to help out as well. So I think that the business of providing a sort of staple food for our community is really sacred. It goes back thousands of years. People have been baking bread like us for a very, very long time, and it's sort of a pillar of our society. So,
thanks so much for explaining this to us this morning, Andrew. Your bread, we sold it a little short. The bread is not only delicious and nutritious, it also gives back to a great cause. Plus, you sell some non-nutritious but certainly delicious cake as well. I love the funfetti slices. Thanks so much for talking to us. And again, you can purchase a loaf of bread for a family in need for $6.50 up on Madison Sourdough's website, and we'll have links to all of the participating bakeries here in Madison and across the state of Wisconsin up on our website. Have a great day, Andrew.
Thank you. You too.
And we'll be right back. And coming up,
Coast 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's the 1105 Endless Orders Migraine Medicine. Ubrelvy, for anytime, anywhere migraine strikes without worrying if it's too late or where you happen to be. One dose of Ubrelvy can quickly stop a migraine in its tracks within 2 hours. Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks CGRP protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Few people had side effects. Most common were nausea and tiredness. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
Right now at Steinhoffel's, it's the summer of sleep. Get $300 in Steinhoffel's instant bonus cash and free delivery with any Tempur-Pedic mattress set. Plus special financing for 60 months. Steinhoffel's has the new Tempur-Breeze with next-generation cooling technology. You'll sleep up to 8 degrees cooler all night long. So sleep cooler. Get 0% financing, $300 in Steinhoffel's bonus cash, and free delivery with a new Tempur-Breeze mattress set. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffel's Mattress.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Great decision on your new windows. Buy one, get one won't last long.
Have you always been so passionate about windows?
Felco's buy one, get one free windows is totally rad. Felco's energy efficient windows are a must in every home. So hurry, call now.
You could say that.
Buy one window, get one free, and get no interest for 1 year.
Buy one, get one free, and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Felco.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is here with great offers on a huge selection, like 0% APR financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. And get peace of mind with the Ford Promise. It's summer, so grab the family and head out. It's easier now during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus the peace of mind of the Ford Promise. See your local Ford dealer today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Pick another park. For the first Saturday since it opened this summer, Noah's Ark in the Dells is closed, and it's going to stay that way for the remainder of the season after 2 employees tested positive for coronavirus last weekend. We're told staff will use the remainder of the year to prepare for next season, which is scheduled to begin Memorial Day weekend 2021. This weekend, Might not be the best unless you do it today.
If you can get in early. Yeah, it's a little warm outside. Right now it's a little humid also. That humidity starting to take up, but later on we have a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms, a better chance tomorrow. So plenty of dry hours if you're trying to hop into the pool real quick, but just know that throughout the day we'll keep a close eye on the radar with those storm chances popping up. Partly cloudy skies right now. Our high pressure is shifted off to the east, so we're on the backside getting a breeze from the south. Warmer air is moving in, so high temperatures today above average yet again. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s for afternoon highs. Our storm chances are currently off to the north and west, but we might have the chance for a few to swing further south later today because it's going to be so humid outside, and that moisture could just help fuel a few isolated showers and storms. The better opportunity for storms is still late Sunday and Sunday night into Monday. Temperatures climbing to through the 70s this morning, and then this afternoon we'll land in the mid to upper 80s for afternoon highs. Again, partly sunny skies. Our shower chances for today will likely stay north of the Dells, but we could see a few isolated storms just because of the humidity fueling them. Now for early Sunday, high temperatures will be near 70, so we don't drop much for our overnight lows heading into Sunday. It's going to be a warm night, and for Sunday afternoon, highs will be in the mid to upper 80s again, with the chance for showers and storms developing through the afternoon and evening. Some of these storms could bring some very heavy rainfall or stronger wind gusts, so we'll be keeping a close eye on the radar throughout the evening on Sunday. The storm chances continue overnight into early Monday morning, and then we'll have another chance for showers and thunderstorms late in the afternoon on Monday. So a very summery setup where we're warm, we're humid, we have a few isolated storms. There is a marginal risk for severe weather for southern Wisconsin, a slight risk for areas north of the Dells, where it's likely they'll see some heavier rainfall passing through during the heat of the day, as opposed to our storms coming maybe just a little bit later. Temperature trend, likely that we are going to stay above average. The warm air definitely staying around for us. Lake temperatures are in the 70s right now. If you're trying to head to the lake, some beaches are closed. You'll want to visit lakeforecast.org just to make sure that the beach you're trying to go to is open right now. Today, temperatures will be in the mid 80s for afternoon highs. Tomorrow in the mid to upper 80s. A better chance again for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday. The week ahead is going to stay a little warm and a little humid. High temperatures in the mid 80s on Monday with a chance for showers and storms. Partly sunny skies Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll be our dry days. And then for the end of the week and into the weekend, slight chances for storms and then better chances for rain on Saturday and Sunday. So again, if you are trying to get in the pool or hop in the lake, just keep your phone on your hand or nearby, just to keep an eye on the radar if anything is coming through. But my goodness, it is going to be very warm outside and very humid. So 87 is a good temperature for pool time.
And that rain might be welcomed.
It might be, yes. And when we have those showers pass through, it kind of helps zap away our humidity for a little bit. It always feels good after the rain.
Definitely does. Thank you so much, Dana. Time for a few of our favorite stories of the week now. The country's oldest living Marine is celebrating a big birthday. Not even a pandemic could stand in the way of this drive-by birthday salute to centenarian Major Bill White. At 105 years old, he is America's oldest living Marine. Major Bill's positivity is just one of the many reasons there's so much love and fanfare outside of his assisted living facility in Stockton, California. So how's the Major feeling about it?
Feels just as good as it was 104.
In Shanghai before World War II and the Japanese invasion and all that, just his Iwo Jima got blown up with a grenade. Recovered from that, spent 30 years total in the Marine Corps. Just an amazing guy.
We first met Major Bill back in February when he stole hearts asking for a few Valentine's Day greetings in what eventually became known as Operation Valentine's Day. People from around the world sent him more than 500,000 cards and gifts, including a special note from NASA and one from President Trump. And sticking with the military theme here, General Charles Brown Jr. made history this week as the new Air Force Chief of Staff, the first African American to ever lead one of the branches of the military. Brown succeeded General David Goldfein as the Air Force's 22nd Chief of Staff at a special ceremony at Joint Base Andrews. An experienced pilot and senior commander, Brown was most recently in charge of all air forces in the Pacific and previously directed the air war against the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. And we don't say it nearly enough, but thank you to all of our servicemen and women. Be sure to stick with News 3 Now all weekend long. Amanda will be in with the day's top stories tonight at 6 and 10. But first this morning, the story that takes home the top spot for Best of the Week, in my opinion. You might even say no other story can touch it. We're back right after this. But first, let's take a look at who's turning 3 years old today. Happy birthday, Sailor, and everyone else celebrating.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
When I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, I waited to get treated. Thought surgery was my only option. But then I found out about non-surgical treatments. It was a total game changer. Learn more about the condition at factsonhand.com.
Dear Summer, how do I make the most of you? Do I kick back and relax? Or climb new mountains? I could go and get dirty. Or switch into new lanes. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be great. Can't wait. Toyota.
Right now, you can get 1.9% financing for 60 months on a new 2020 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Toyota.
I've always loved science as a kid. With the introduction to soils and ag, how they bleed back and forth to each other was something that intrigued me. And this gave me another avenue to pursue something that was an interest of mine. With what I'm learning here, I want to leave that and instill that into my children, that you're never done learning. It's not fair for me to drudge my way through everything and turn around and go, good luck guys, and just try to do the best I can to help out fellow students. If I can lend out a hand and help pull them through or show them an easier path or a path to get to where I'm at, that's what I'm here for.
Welcome to the Del Bar. One visit and you'll fall in love. A supper club you'll adore. 3 generations and a Wisconsin tradition for over 75 years. We are now open, so take a drive. We would love to have you come and dine with us. The Del Bar, since 1943, Wisconsin Dells.
For 45 years, Affordable Dentures and Implants has created affordable access to dental care.
And we're proud to have helped millions of people improve their smiles.
Our #1 priority is always being the health and the well-being of our patients and staff.
So, we're taking extra precautions to welcome you to a safe and clean environment.
Because we want you to go
ahead and smile.
Affordable Dentures and Implants. We can't wait to see you.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared
when severe weather is on the way
and your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now. Mission Unstoppable, Saturday morning at 9 on News 3 Now.
Finally this morning, maybe you've already seen it, but this video still has our newsroom singing and dancing, so we want to show it to you. Check it out.
My coronavirus hits me so hard. All the teachers say, oh my Lord, COVID is stressing me. All the updates from the CDC, Lysol can't be found. I've looked all around this town. I've had no luck.
So that was the musical stylings of Dr. Quentin Lee, a high school principal in Alabama. It's set, of course, to MC Hammer's 90s hit, You Can't Touch This, which is given a whole new meaning right now. Lee raps and dances around his school, giving his teachers and students a list of CDC guidelines and things they obviously can't touch, and nowadays that list is long, seemingly growing longer every day.
He needs to be going. He's covering everything. I love this. I think
he
it's
misses
great.
calling. He misses calling. I'm sure he's a great principal, but hey, MC Hammer, watch out. Where is MC Hammer anyways?
Kind of not
Have we heard
making
from him
good
lately?
videos. No. Someone should probably check in. Someone should check that out. As far as our forecast is concerned, we're looking at a warm and humid stretch. A slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm later today. Most of the storm chances today will stay north of Dane County. Tomorrow is a better opportunity for the showers and thunderstorms to pass through the afternoon and evening. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s today and tomorrow with heat index readings close to 90 in the mid 80s on Monday. A brief break in the rain chances Tuesday and Wednesday, with more chances to develop later in the week and for next weekend. So a very summery 10-day stretch, including those shower and thunderstorm chances.
But like we said earlier, it's summer, so it should feel like summer.
It definitely looks like
Bottom line.
August.
And
yes.
it will. So go outside.